Okay guys, I'm here at the Marriott Hotel in Birmingham, Alabama, and just checked in the hotel a little while ago. I want to give you guys a little overview on why I'm here. This all started roughly 7 years ago when we took our technology to the University of Hawaii, and we were part of that team that went from 1-11 to 12-0. It was the single largest turnaround ever in NCAA history. We then took that technology to the University of SMU, and we're part of that team going from 1-11 to 9-5, the second largest turnaround ever in NCAA history. I'm a graduate from the University of Alabama, and 3 years ago we took the technology to my old professor, Dr. Joe Smith and Dr. Bishop, and they were pretty much amazed with it and proceeded to do double-blind placebo studies to prove if the technology was real. And the double-blind placebo study showed that our chips did help increase strength and endurance. I proceeded to give it to 2 ball players every Friday night, every other Friday night, and they passed them out to the rest of the ball players, and they went on to win the 2009 national championship. And there were some issues there with some coaches and whatnot, and I always love to prove points. So my daughter got a little upset because I promised her brother the year before I was going to help Alabama, and she came to me and said that wasn't fair, that I needed to do it at Auburn. So I said, well, sweetheart, I'm going to do everything I can to help Auburn this year for you. And through the grace of God, I was at Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and I'm talking with Coach Beeson, the Muscle Shoals head football coach, and I was telling him about what we had done at Hawaii, SMU, and Alabama. And after I finished the conversation with him, a gentleman tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Is that really real? Did you guys really do that?" And I was like, "Look, I know it sounds strange, but yes, we did." And he said, "Well, I would love to take this technology to the University of Auburn." I said, "Funny you say that. I really want to take it because of my daughter, and I want to prove a point." And he said, "Well, I can get that taken care of." I was like, "Who are you?" He said his name was Chester McKinney. After doing some research on Mr. McKinney, come to find out that the weight room, the newest one they built at Auburn, is called the McKinney Center, named after Mr. McKinney. He put together a meeting with Dr. Fred Cam, the medical director at Auburn. Met with Dr. Cam, and he was very much excited about the technology, so much that he called a meeting with Dr. Goodlett, who's a team doctor, and Dr. Pasco, who's the head of the kinesiology department, and had a meeting with them, and they were blown away with the technology. So I was given access to a young man named Zach Etheridge, and he had broken his neck, and we took the chips and put it on his neck, and he was amazed with the movement that he was able to get in his neck. So he called a team meeting with the Auburn football team before the season started, and I met with the entire starting offense and defense, and they loved the technology. They went on to utilize the technology during 2010 and won the national championship. This technology does not make you win all these ball games, but it does give you a competitive advantage. The deal with Auburn, Auburn wanted us to pay them $250,000 to endorse their product, and we told them no, because we have never paid one single athlete a penny to utilize our technology. They have utilized it because of one simple reason: it works. So the season started for Auburn, and they didn't start off very good. The defense was really struggling. So I get a phone call from Mr. Holliday. I'd met with him the year previously. He really was excited about the technology and was upset that they were not utilizing it. And Auburn was about to play South Carolina, and the defense had really struggled. So he wanted to know if he could get 11 bands and 11 packets of chips for the Auburn defense. I said sure. I met with him. He bought 11 packets of chips, 11 bands, and Auburn went on to upset South Carolina, and the defense played lights out, only giving up I think 9 points. That Monday we got a visit from the Auburn, the guy that is looking over the rules and whatnot, and we then got a letter from Auburn saying to disassociate ourselves from them. Some of the same things that have happened with us in the NFL and Major League Baseball and the PGA. So I want to tell you all that to kind of set up things for what is going on right now and why I am here at the Marriott Hotel the night before one of the biggest games in history between Alabama and LSU. The LSU Tigers have heard about what we've been doing and are very excited about this technology, and I am going to meet with quite a few of the ball players tomorrow morning, and we should be able to get video of everything and get these guys on board with what we've been doing. And I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised to see what happens tomorrow in the Alabama-LSU game. And again, this technology does not make these ball teams win all these games, but it gives them a competitive advantage. And in athletics, you're looking for any competitive advantage you can get. And you guys should understand now how this technology works. It's all about frequencies, and they affect you because they're going through our body all day, every day. And we have amazing technology that allows the body to become more balanced, more energy, more flexibility, and help with pain. And it's very interesting when you look back on just say Alabama and Auburn, for instance. The two significant things that helped both those teams win their national championship was, number one, they had very little injuries, and number two, they won most of their games in the fourth quarter. And we believe that the endurance chips help tremendously with the muscle endurance, and that's why come fourth quarter, they still have the energy they had in the first quarter. And that's a huge advantage in athletics. And then as far as the injuries go, it's amazing what the paint chips can do. So I am here, going to have a great time in the morning, meeting quite a few of these ball players, and look forward to a huge win of LSU over the University of Alabama. Thank you guys so much for listening, and look forward to wonderful things to come. SWAT's out.